signal dramas, guys. Hopefully now, as I am laying next to my router signal, channel the router and the signal. Let's see if it works this time, shall we? Shall we, my darlings? I shall just talk to you on the floor. So again, I'm just going to wait for my broadcast to connect, because Facebook is now doing a weird thing where it doesn't show you when you're connected. And there we are connected. Oh, yes. Now wait for your comments to start showing, my darlings. My darlings, I wanted to talk today about trust and cheating, because we're all going to have lots of different views on this. And that's what I find so fascinating. And seeing as all of my followers are from around the world, it's perfect to be in a little melting pot of loads of different perspectives, opinions, beliefs and thoughts on this. And Jack says, definitely, since I can see your beautiful self. What does that mean, Jack? Khan says, hi, sweetie. Dean says, hi. DD says, wow. Dilap says, kiss me. MD says, hi. Ali says, nice. Christopher says, good morning. I hope you have a great day. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining me. Right, so now that I have flowy signal, I'm going to sit by my router because my last video just cut off a couple of minutes in. And we're going to start over. Let's talk about trust. So I look at relationships as, you know, until you really know a person, I don't think you can trust them. You can give them a certain degree of trust. You can say that, you know, I expect you to behave like this, or I expect you to do this, but you don't really know them until you spend time with them, because you need true colours to show. And the only way that true colours really do show is through kind of consistency, through somebody letting their guard down, being themselves around you, and, you know, actually spending time and longevity together. But then when you see somebody's true colours, you can't unsee them. And it's a case of, do you accept that and feel that it's less than what you wanted, or do you actually say, now that I'm aware, I'm going to cut my losses and move on? So I think when it comes to trust, I was always very trusting. Jack says, let's begin. Yes, let's begin, guys. Tell me your stories about trust. Tell me your views on it. Can you rebuild trust once it's lost? Michael says, trust goals. Yeah, so I believe when you are dating somebody, you're in a relationship with somebody, you do not then do anything to jeopardize that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be with them if you didn't want to be with them, you know? And I think for somebody to have the feeling that something is going on, perhaps it's somebody is unfaithful, perhaps it's somebody that's maybe a liar, or they're just dishonest in their life. You know, once you get that notion that something isn't right, can you release that? Hassan says, no one can cheat on you because you are too cute. Thank you, Hassan. Jono says, it's Jono, friendship should come before relationships. Do you agree? Yes, you need to have a friendship for it to be a relationship. If it's just based on how you look, you can have a rude awakening in 5 years, 10 years time. Jack says, I understand where you're coming from completely. There we go. Amit says, cheating and lying aren't struggles, they're reasons to break up. So true, but you know how many people stay together when their partner cheats and lies? You know, I'm a victim of that. I spent so many years of my life with somebody who I gave chance after chance after chance. So I'm going to give you some examples of things that have happened to me that I accepted blindly, and now I look back and I just think, if I could get in my little time machine and see myself X amount of years ago, I'm not going to say, you know, I'm not going to identify people, say when this was, but I would pick myself up, I'd slap myself in the face and be like, you are worth so much more than that. Move the fuck on. Like, do not give someone the time of day like that. So basically, I was in a relationship, not going to say for how many years or who. I'm not going to say who, but I was in a relationship. Roger says, I trust my wife with our money since she worked at the bank and enjoyed it enough to disguise robbing me over 6 years period. I feel robbed on so many levels. That's the thing. The people you trust are the ones that hurt you the most. Luan says, if you're not happy, just leave. Don't hurt somebody by cheating. do you know what? People want to be with someone, so they've got a last resort, you know, they've got that person to come home to or to spend time with. And then their spare time is out doing what they really want to do, who they want to be with, you know, and then they just want that kind of safety blanket of somebody that they can keep down, a doormat that will always believe their lies, will always take them back, that they can sweet talk their way out of everything. You know, a lot of people live for what they want and then what they need, and it's two very different things. Amit says, I wasn't feeling humiliated or annoyed or even fooled. Betrayal was what I felt. My heart was broken, not just by a guy I was in love with, but also once I believed was a true friend. It is so sad how you can go from soulmates to complete strangers, but it happens. And you know, I think the best thing about it, it shows you that you are not wasting any more time of your life with the wrong person, with a deceitful, lying, cheating scumbag. Limignon says, you should know in these years, no one can be trusted. Relationships barely last for a long time. Everybody thinks of their own benefit. So true. So let me go back to this example then. Jack says, cheating is cheating. You can't find yourself with the person you're currently in a relationship or married to, then do a person a favour by ending it. Because even if the person is upset with you, they will respect you for it instead of doing something out of betrayal. Yeah, exactly. You can't live resentment. You can't live always distrusting somebody. That's how I feel anyway. Maybe you guys can prove me wrong. Maybe you can show me how a suffering marriage has then, you know, worked through and through all the struggle and everything. Maybe then they come out stronger. Maybe it's possible if you're with the right person. Maybe it's the right person but the wrong time of your life. So yes, I was in a relationship and I trusted this person blindly. I'd never thought he was capable of firstly cheating, or let alone wanting to cheat, then even messing up what we had, because I felt that we were so content together that why would you want anybody else? Why would you get rid of what makes you both very happy? So in our relationship, you know, one day it came to an end. I did not see it coming, you know, it's kind of really out of the blue. I thought, I didn't know he was unhappy. I didn't know that I could do anything differently. We were talking about future. You know, we had so much positivity in the sense that there was no warning sign. There was no warning sign that one day it would be like, bam, it's over. You know, normally you'd be like, he's been in a mood, or he's been a bit distant or something. Like you'd pick up on a change. But with us, it was just normal. Then it was over. And it was like, whoa, that's a shock. So then after it was over, rumours came about another girl. And I thought, no, he wouldn't do that because I know him. You know, I trust him. I know him. He wouldn't. No, he's told me face to face, he didn't leave me for somebody else. No, there is not another girl involved. I hand on my heart, honestly believe him. He just didn't want to be together anymore. Like, you know, just for some reason, I wasn't right for him. No hard feelings. So the next thing I know, he slept with this girl. And then I thought, okay, well, you haven't cheated on me because you're not with me. So even though you've just left me and you've moved on to somebody else, you haven't cheated on me. You know, you just didn't want to be with me, but then, oh, you've really quickly found someone that you do want to be with, but wasn't in a relationship with, so just sleeping with another girl. And then, anyway, period of time passes, I'm not going to say how long, but he then, on his hands and knees, comes crawling back. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to leave. Oh, I just had, one of these crazy moments. Oh my God. You know, that's it. I really love you. You mean the world to me. Commitment, dedication, life. I was absolutely an idiot. I'm such a fool, you know, but there you go. And denied sleeping with this girl, right? So then I thought, well, do I believe other people or do I believe somebody that I trusted wholeheartedly? You know, his excuse was other people just want to impress you. Other people want to get into your knickers. They want to sweet talk you and give you information on me to make me look bad so that you don't want to be with me, but they're just secretly trying to get in there, you know. So then I thought, oh, well, you know, that could be possible. Maybe, you know, guys know guys. He's a guy. He's telling me how other guys are thinking. oh, maybe they're trying to make him look bad, so I wouldn't spend time with him. So then I'm like, okay, do you know what? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because I did trust you. And I hadn't lost trust in him. I just thought, no, I can't believe he'd ever have done that. I can't believe it. Surely not. You know, this is a person that knows everything about me. Surely they wouldn't do that to me. So anyway, then I accepted him back, and he said to me, you know, I don't speak to this girl. God, she's crazy. I want nothing to do with her. He went so far out of his way to prove how crazy this girl is. Oh, look, so-and-so slept with her and said she's crazy. So-and-so slept with her and said she's easy. Oh, she looks disgusting. Oh, she's cheap and nasty. Like, everything to put her down and give me a million reasons why he would not go anywhere near this girl. Like, so OTT to prove that he wanted me and not her. So, you know, I was thinking, well, is he doing this because he is so desperate to prove his innocence? Or is it just that he's now become a really good liar? And I just thought, like, you know, it's one of those things, like, until you have so much doubt, you blindly believe everything you're told. And I never doubted him, never. So then anyway, he's back, blah, blah, blah. One day, his mum says to me, can you help me to print off flight tickets for a holiday? And it's on a laptop, and it's his laptop. I've never gone through his stuff. I've never checked a man's phone. I've never checked a man's laptop. I've never stalked somebody. I've never been, like, in someone's business, because I think it's private. If you don't trust someone, why are you with them? So, you know, he's gone so far out of his way to run this girl down and tell me how, you know, he would never have done that. I trusted him. Still I trusted him. So, you know, I'm helping his mum do some flight tickets. And oddly enough, she says, like, you have to go into the emails. You know, it's the last one. It's been sent over. And I think they shared a laptop or something. He lived at home with his mum. I was like, okay, so I'm using the laptop, which is like a communal laptop. Go into it. And all there is this girl's name. Email. That day. And I was like, whoa, this happened like months ago. And you're now telling me you don't speak to her, have no contact. Can't stand her, she's cheap and nasty, and you're emailing her today, like before I came over to help your mum. So then I'm sat there like, whoa. And you know what? I didn't cause a scene, I didn't say anything, but he twigged. He was like, shit, she's using the laptop, oh my God, she has seen this girl's name. I didn't open the emails because I'm sat next to his mum. So he snatches the laptop, delete. Oh, here you go, hand it back. There's the flight tickets. You can print them from there. I looked at him and just thought, you've deleted that. Like, you know you were in the wrong. You told me you didn't speak to this girl anymore. You told me you didn't sleep with this girl, but you have been speaking to her. You probably still have been sleeping with her. So how can you then trust somebody? So he goes so far out of his way to then tell me, no, it was nothing. She was just saying, how are you? And I said, I don't want to speak to you. I said, okay, well, you know, you're saying this, I'm hearing the words. You've deleted that, but it will be in your deleted items. You can now prove to me that what you're saying is true by going into your deleted items. And he then said, I deleted that as well. And I just thought, oh my God, I could not trust him at all. Could not. And needless to say, I gave him the benefit of the doubt for a very long time after that. And he cheated and lied the entire time. And when I found out afterwards, it was like, thank fuck, he's gone. That's the relief I had. Because once a cheat, always a cheat, I believe. I'll read some of your comments now, guys. Amit says, I bought a gift for a dog. You'll be amazed by the way it will dance and swerve its tail. I don't have anything to offer it. It won't even accept or recognise your rivals, such the attributes of fake friends. Dion says, interesting, this is a good topic to talk about. I've not cheated or lied in the past relationships, but been straight or honest. I live by my grandfather's advice. As a surfer, be honest, truthful, and you'll be a better man. Cheating is cheating. Even texting, sexting, relationship-wise, with the energy is bad. Get out, vibrations speak. 100% Dion, that is so true. So true. Alan says, cheating is basically telling your partner the grass is greener elsewhere. It's a choice, not a mistake. And that's telling someone you're meant to love and support that they're not your first choice. I'd be thinking time to end things sooner rather than later. I believe that's more realistic decision in the long run. Yeah, that is so true. Because if you are happy with somebody, happiness is a scale that is so huge. You know, it's not just click your fingers, that's happiness. Happiness can be, they make me feel good. Happiness can be, they make me feel safe. Or they make me smile. I like spending time with them. It can be all the way up until I want to grow old with them. Like they would take a bullet for me. That can be happiness. You know, and it takes time. It takes experience and moments together and memories to make and hard times to go through to build that happiness all the way up. And it will never stop building. I believe you can be with someone until the age of 80 and they can still make you more and more happy. They can still make you laugh at things you've never laughed at before. So, you know, cheating for me, I always saw cheating as sleeping with somebody else. So, you know, I thought my partner hasn't cheated on me because he hasn't slept with another person. He was sleeping with all the skanks in the town, but I didn't know. So, you know, then when I see that he's sent text messages to a girl, he's had missed calls from a girl, he's had WhatsApp messages, Facebook messages, he's been all over somebody's social media. I didn't know this. And oddly enough, never even checked his Facebook because I thought, you're in the same room with me. Why would I want to look on your Facebook wall? Why would I go onto your Twitter? Like, you wouldn't, because if you are there with a person day to day, you don't need to then see their social media. So I never looked at it. I never picked up the warning signs. So, you know, he's got, when he then started hiding his phone, I then didn't think anything of it. I just thought, oh, you don't need your phone out in front of me. Why do you need your phone out? Like, you know, if somebody phones you, fair enough, answer the phone. But you don't need it here. You're not trying to prove anything to me that you're innocent by having your phone in front of me. You know, I didn't feel needy or attention seeking to demand you have to do this. You have to show me your honesty and your dedication. You know, so that if you're like that with someone, it means that you're already a panicky wreck, that you require that level of assistance and attention. And I really didn't. I was very laid back, and I always will be. You know, I will never chase a man. I will never go through a man's possessions or belongings. If I'm in someone's house, I won't go rummaging through their things. If somebody left their phone unlocked in front of me and said, oh, you know, make a phone call on it or use that to send a tweet, I would do what they asked me to do. I would not then think, oh, they've gone to the toilet, I'm going to try and unlock their phone and go through it. Because if you've got those thoughts in your head already, regardless of what you see on that phone, you've already shut that door on that relationship because you already don't trust them. And that gut instinct, that is a powerful thing. When you realise something's not right, somebody is deceitful, somebody is a liar, you get that gut, this isn't good. I know something's going on. You don't even need to pick up that phone to check it because you already know you've answered your own question. They are not trustworthy. And Kieran says, the blatant lies he told you. I'm so sorry that he did that to you. You don't deserve that. He's not giving men in general a bad name. And he is giving men in general a bad name. Not all men would do that to you, or any woman for that matter. You're probably better off without him. There are better men out there for you. He will treat you better like me. Hand on my heart, everybody I have ever met since him has just been a million miles apart, poles apart. And it has restored my faith in men to know that nobody is like him. Nobody. And it's good. It's good, guys. Amit says he should not hide those things from you until, unless he is cheating on you. Yeah, he's lying, cheating scum. Always has been, always will be. And I've seen him do it to girl after girl after girl. And they catch him out, you know. They suddenly have pictures of him all over their social media. And then they find him out, you know, he's cheated again, or he's been caught sexting, or he's been caught stalking. And then they delete all contact with him, erase everything they were gushing about. Oh, me and Bae, me and Bae. And then the next thing you know, they're all over him again. And you're just like, hold on a minute. How can you hate someone, you know, because this is what the girls are doing. They're hating him for doing what he did to me, to them. I didn't hate. I felt relief. I was like, whew, but they're hating him for it. And then he's like, oh, please, I didn't do that. I didn't mean to. I love you. I prove it to you. I promise to you. I love you. Blah, blah, blah. Does all that, gives it the whole verbal diarrhea, walking, crawling on his hands and knees, kissing their asses, and then they take him back. But surely that doubt, that distrust, that knowledge that someone is a scumbag, how do you get over that? Why would you want to get over that? Why would you want to take somebody back? That's just shit all over you. I really don't understand that. I really can't get my head around that. Amit says, if somebody makes you miserable more than makes you happy, doesn't matter how much you love them, you need to let them go. Yeah, because love isn't pain, guys. Love is love. Love is feeling a future. Love is having that connection. If you were stabbed in the street, God forbid, they would jump in and do everything to save your life, to fight that person off of you. If a speeding car was coming towards you, they'd jump in the way to push you out the way because they love you. They would lay down their life for you. They would give their last breath for you. That's love. That is that feeling that you have found that person on earth that means so much to you that life is not life without them, and that's what is so beautiful about love. And that's why trust is only ever gonna, is either gonna be there or it's not gonna be there. And once it's shattered, you can't rebuild that. You can't paper over the cracks. You can't pretend that it will be okay. You can't give it the benefit of the doubt, because some things are irreplaceable, and that's trust. I see it as a very negative thing, losing trust with somebody. I see it as that little bit of rot that will only ever grow. It will turn into bacteria. It will become mold. It will become a disease that will eat away at you. It will become resentment, anger, bitterness, distrust. It just fuels and grows, and hatred and arguments and do you want that? Do you want a tiny speck of that to be there growing, 6 months later in your life, a year down the line, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, that little seed will be a full-blown, rotting, throbbing mess of a tree. Its roots are so deep-rooted in your relationship that you can't get those years back. You can't ever say, Jesus, that was okay. Because once one tiny thing happens, once they start texting somebody else, flirting with someone else, hiding things from you, dodging the missed calls, deleting things, removing evidence, that's when it's only ever going to grow. And, I couldn't be with somebody like that. I just couldn't. I spent so many years with the benefit of the doubt thinking, I wouldn't do that to him, so there's no way he'd do that to me. I wouldn't cheat on him, so he wouldn't cheat on me. Oh, he hasn't answered his phone for 2 hours, 4 hours, 10 hours when he said he was coming over. Oh, that obviously means, he's told me he's asleep. He must have slept for 10 hours. Of course he slept for 10 hours, yeah. Oh, he's gone away for a weekend with his friends. Yeah, of course they're all men. Of course that he's just having a nice time with his friends that are all guys. Yeah, of course he's been spotted in a hotel with someone. That was just a coincidence that someone looks like them, or he gave his cousin a lift in his car. Yeah, of course he's telling me the truth. Fuck that, he ain't ever telling the truth. And if you can tell a white lie, you can hide murder. You can hide murder. In no level between this and this. If you're capable of any of that, you are capable of everything. Alan says you shouldn't have to investigate if your partner's genuine. He should pick you up on the fact that you're unsure and should sit up with you and go through all the avenues you're unsure of and show you just how much he cares and maybe spoil you a little to show you who really cares. Yeah, I never needed reassurance. I never needed to say to him, oh, have you talked to another girl? Oh my God, do you like someone more than me? Is she more attractive than me? I was never like that. Never needy, never attention seeking. I never ever needed reassurance. I wasn't cocky. I didn't think I'm so perfect he'll never cheat. God, no. I just thought, oh, he's with me. He's with me, so he's with me. And if he wanted to be with someone else, he'd be with someone else. So, I had a very naive way of looking at relationships. Until, obviously, shit happens, it all comes out, and then you realise how very little you knew about that person. Scott says, there's obviously something wrong with me. They always do me over. It's just when people are so used to lying, they're so used to covering up their tracks, they're so used to cheating, they're so used to having their fingers in so many little disgusting fish pies. Yeah, that's right, fish pies. You know, they can't live with just one person. One person will never be enough because they always crave that attention. They want to know that if they could, they've got another person on speed dial. You know, they want somebody to blow smoke up their ass and say, you look good today, or, you know, yeah, I'd give you one. Like, they need that in their life because one person is boring for them. It always will be. It will never be enough because you will never get everything you want in life from one person. So they're the kind of people that when they get what they want, they're not happy. They want more. They want the next best thing. So when someone buys a car, you have a car, it could be brand spanking new. It could cost £50,000 and be everything they ever wanted. You get it and it's like, whoa, the car of my dreams. I love this. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Give it a year. You get in it. Yeah, there's a bit of bird poo on it. I'll wash it tomorrow. I'm a bit tired today. You know, where once you're staying up at night waxing it, parking it in the garage, making sure there's no dents on it or scratches from where you've been in a car park. You're assessing it constantly and loving it, dreaming about it. You get in it and you're like, whoa, driving fast. You love your car. Year down the line, it's got a little scuff on it. I'll wait until the service to take it in and get that done. You know, there's a little bit of rust on it now. I've had it so many years. Oh, it's looking a bit worn. Don't really love it as much now. Don't want to fill it up with petrol. It costs too much to drive. I want that one. That's a newer one. That's a newer model. That's a younger car. You know, it's got less mileage on it. Hasn't got as much wear and tear. I want that one now. That looks better, you know. That's how men are with women. It's how women are with men. Not just saying all men do this, not just saying all women do this. Works both ways, guys. You get what you want, and then the novelty wears off. The initial buzz and attraction and excitement doesn't last. It's short-term pleasure. But long-term, love long-term is friendship. It's companionship, understanding, and a meeting of minds. That is not short-term. That is something you will love and cherish forever. So long after the excitement and the novelty of somebody new has worn off, they're gonna start looking. You could be 80 years old and they will want an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old. That's how it happens. You could be happily married for 40, 50 years and a 25-year-old can come along and turn their head and they will believe that 25-year-old loves them. The 25-year-old's thinking, there's someone older, they're going to spend money on me. They're going to buy me everything I want that people my own age can't afford. So I'm going to go for an older person, an older man, an older woman, regardless. They're not going to leave me because I'm a catch, because I'm young and they're old. So they're going to be really excited to have me. That's what they're thinking. You know, so in their head, they're like, yeah, I'm going to go out with somebody 5 years older than me, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And they will be my lapdog. I will tell them what to do because they feel grateful for having me being so young. That's the mindset that these people get into their heads. You know, and the older person is they're going to do everything they can to impress and keep hold of the younger person because they are so insecure. The older person is going to think this young person has got a load of fit, good-looking young people around them. I have to make this young person stay with me. I have to throw money at this young person. I have to shower them with compliments, attention. I have to put up with them bitching and arguing and deliberately trying to cause dramas because if I don't, they'll run off with someone younger than me. That's this kind of paranoia the world is filled with. And likewise, you know, somebody's with an older person. I'm on about cheaters and liars, guys. Somebody is with an older person and they're thinking, this is my safety net. This is my safety blanket. They're older than me, so they're not going to run off with someone else. You know, they're gonna be grateful to have me. So then they're thinking, but they don't share the same life experience as me. I want to go out. They're tired. They want to stay in. You know, I laugh at a joke at this. They don't find it funny because they're too serious and sensible. They're too old for me, but I like spending time with them. So then they'll have, you know, a guy from work, a girl from work. If it's a boy or a girl, it works both ways, as I always say. They'll have them on the phone. Their work colleague, they'll think, you're right, sexy. You know, they'll flirt with them. They make little jokes. Oh, you know, I'd do you. And then it builds from there. There's the chemistry, the tension. It's what they don't get in that relationship where they feel, it's not what I want, but it'll do. Because they know, or they think, or they believe the grass is greener on the other side. So they are 100% texting someone else. 100% they've got DMs going on that they will never, ever let you see. You know, you're going to hear things, you're going to see things, you'll pick up on things. They probably are sleeping with somebody else. Because people cannot live knowing that they're missing out. Justin says, in the Western world, it's a woman that has the ability to choose her partner. A man can only pursue infidelity or trust. It's the hardest thing, isn't it? And I see this in people. And that's what makes me not want to be in a relationship with anyone. But then at the same time, because I see this, I think the right person I will see. You can see through the lies and the cheats. When you get that gut instinct, you know. I've seen it a million times in a million ways. People that are in relationships, people that are dating my friends, people that are married, people that you work with, disloyal, deceitful, flirting, full out propositioning me. Like, and I think, if you're doing that, like, how on earth can you ever look that person in the eye that you were in a relationship, that you were engaged to, that you're married to? How can you do that to that person, knowing inside you are scum? I do the school run every day on the way to school, and someone else's husband messages me, and I'm like, I walk to school and your wife and kids is 10 meters away from me every day. How are you doing this? Like, it makes me feel sick, absolutely sick. Sikwan says, I will not leave you forever if you are my girlfriend. Thank you. Jack says, I am the professional Xavier of this sort of stuff. I'm not bold, but still you get my point. It's just, I see so many shallow girls, so many shallow guys. The world is obsessed with how they look. The world is obsessed with having more. Never been content in what they have. They want more. If you are head over heels in love with your wife, somebody richer, prettier, younger, slimmer comes along. Oh, wife who? Wife who? A ring means nothing. A marriage means nothing. They drop them. Boom. I want that. I want that. They get that. Guess what? That cheats on you. Because that doesn't give a damn about you. Never will do. Because if you chuck someone for somebody better, for somebody else that you perceive, you've lost something that actually meant something to you for somebody that you would just turn your head for. And then what happens when they get wrinkly? What happens if they put on weight? What happens if they have a kid and they get baggy? What happens then, guys? What do you do? Oh, shit. You know, it's the most ridiculous thing in the world. I see it happen continuously. It's painful. And it says a relationship without trust is like a car without gas. You can stay in it, but it won't go anywhere. So true. Mohammed says, so sad to be dishonest with a wife. Everyone I have ever seen to a degree is dishonest. And that just makes me a doormat, because that makes me more blindingly, openly honest. It makes me then say, here is me wholeheartedly, 100%, because that's what I would expect from somebody else. So because I'm so open, they think, oh, fucking hell, she'd believe anything you say. You know, oh yeah, that wasn't me in a photograph of someone. Oh, it was an old picture. I don't even speak to them. Ring, ring. Oh, look, her name's on my phone. That's a bit random. Why is she phoning me? Ooh, blast from the past. Oh, you banged her yesterday. That's why she's phoning you, because you're supposed to be at her house now, but you're here with me. That's maybe why she's phoning you. Scott says, I let an ex walk all over me whenever she wants, and yet I can clearly see what she's doing, but I allow it every time. Scott, you are so much better than that. Don't ever think that anyone can treat you that way. You deserve that, because you don't. Nobody deserves that. Even the lying, cheating arseholes that do that to people, they still don't deserve that. Do you know why? Because karma. If you want to hurt somebody, if you want revenge on somebody, if you want to disrespect somebody, that won't get you anywhere. You need to then say, they've done this to me. They will continue to do that to everybody they ever meet, because it's the person they are. It has nothing to do with you. They're going to do what they want to do regardless. You cut yourself out of that. Take away that poison. Take it away. It's gone. Do not allow that to be a part of your life. When they come back with all the bullshit, all the lies. Oh, honey, I didn't mean to. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I love you. Oh, I've learned a lesson. I'd never do that to you again. The flowers, the gifts, you know, all the BS that you could ever throw at a person. You have that dignity inside of you, that self-worth and that self-respect to say, nah, there's the door. Don't let it hit you in the arse on the way out. That's what you have to do. Because I think the world is scared of being alone, you know? You think, I cared about this person. I invested in them. I gave them my time. I gave them my understanding, my love, years of my life. You know, we can get that back. We can make it work. They know everything about me. No, you can't. No, you can't. They knew everything about you, and yet they still did that to you. They are the lowest of the low. If they can do that in the first place, if they know you 1 day, 100 days, 1,000,000 days, the fact they've done that to you shows you can never, ever, ever go back on that. Ever. Jack says, some girl came over to me and made it clear she was interested in me, wanted me to play the role of her boyfriend while her actual boyfriend was away. She was really keen on me. However, I refused because I have more morals. I choose to follow. However, I choose to keep real with her, and I wasn't an arsehole about it. Yeah. People, if somebody goes to you, oh, come on, you know, no one's going to find out. It doesn't matter. If you're single, they're single. Absolutely fine. Everybody's adults, you know. You put it on the table, you put your cards down. Is this going to be a relationship? Is this trust? Is this love? Or is it just sex? Is it just hanging out, having fun? That's the difference, guys. That's a very big difference. Is it friends with benefits? Or is it a relationship? Are you cheating on someone, or are you single and you're two consenting adults? That's the difference. Aaron says, what do you think about a boyfriend, girlfriend constantly flirting? Flirting with other people. Right, okay. So, this is a hard thing. When I'm single, I am cheeky as hell with people. You know, I don't mince my words. I'll make comments. I'm not good at compliments. If somebody says to me, you look beautiful, then I'm like, ah. I get awkward. I change the subject. I make a joke. So if I'm sat face to face with someone and they're trying to be like all over me, I'm like, cringe, cringe, cringe. I run away. So I don't do that. If somebody wants to make like bantery little light-hearted jokes, yeah, I can banter along. That's absolutely fine. If I'm in a relationship, somebody comes up to me and says, oh, you know, I'd give you one. I'd be like, fuck off. Like, I wouldn't even entertain it. I wouldn't even go up to somebody and say like, oh, you know, do you wanna like add me on Facebook? Do you wanna be friends? Why? You have a boyfriend. Why would you want to add another guy? Why would you? Do you know? Mind blown. I wouldn't do that, so I wouldn't then expect someone else to do that. But then equally, I wouldn't be so insecure in a relationship to turn around and say, you can't speak to that girl. Because if you're doing that, then you're already fucking up your relationship, aren't you? You're already turning into one of those crazy little buddy boilers that wants to control everything. So you have to be laid back. You have to say, you know, if this happens, I will either stand for it or I won't. You don't have a grey area. It's black or white. If he is doing this with another person, my limit says no, or my limit says yes. And you don't shift that. You don't say, I thought I'd be okay with it. No, I'm not. But I'm going to still be okay with it, even though I'm not. No, it's not okay. You don't accept somebody doing that to you. End it. End it. Like, I was at dinner, again, with an ex. Not going to say when, not going to say who. And I thought we were, like, really close. I just thought, you know, we know so much about each other. We spend a lot of time together. We're on the same level in life. Everything's cool. Like, the problem I had, he could not stop looking at other girls. Constantly. Obviously. Oh my God. And then when you're stood there, you're walking with someone, you're having dinner with someone, and they're like, oh, like a kid in a sweet shop. What the fuck? How disrespectful do you want to be? Then to flirt with somebody openly in front of your partner, right? Not banter. Not like, oh, you look nice, honey. And it's your local friend, or it's your mutual friend, or, you know, you're stood with your girlfriend, very obviously with your girlfriend, like, oh, I'm content in this relationship, like, da-da-da, here with someone else, and I'm being nice to someone, paying someone a compliment. There's a difference, you know. When you're there openly flirting with someone while your partner's there, you're a piece of shit, mate. No. Because what do you do when your partner isn't there? If you're doing that in front of someone, what are you doing behind their back? No. I can't deal with that. No. I can trust somebody. I can love somebody. I can give them freedom. I can give them contentment. I cannot give them piss to throw at me. Piss take. No. And I've only learned that through years of actually understanding and realising self-worth. It took me a long time, guys. I'm going to be 30 in a couple of months. Well, October, I'm going to be 30. It's taken me a long time to realise that you deserve better than to be treated like shit. And what you put up with is how you will ultimately be treated. If you allow that to continue on level 1, it will soon become level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, all the way up to level 1 billion. And then you're going to be in a position years and years down the line. You've wasted your youth with somebody, given them everything you've ever had, finance, trust, memories, you know, everything you could ever give someone in life, your time, your understanding, and they will just shit on you because you gave them number 1. You allowed number 1, number 2, number 3. It will always build. If they're capable of even starting off as that, imagine where they're going to end up. Because that's where it's going to happen. Michael says trust is key. It so is. Let's read some of your comments. Jack says the same girl made it clear she was miserable in the relationship with her boyfriend, degrades him to me, but I stood up for him. I kept it real with her. She clearly wasn't used to being rejected and didn't like it, so she created trouble for me. If you can put your partner down to another person in order to try and be with that person, does that not make you think she's doing that or he's doing that to somebody else? Fucking gonna do that to me. If they're with that person and they're treating them like that, what will ever stop them from doing that to someone else? Nothing. Why have they not left that person? If they're miserable, why are they still there? Why are they still arguing? Why are they still cheating? Why are they still looking for a backup plan? Absolutely ridiculous. Peter said, you nailed it when you said you can't expect things off others. You cannot control others either. So if people want to do something, they will. Focus on yourself above all things, regardless of how selfish that sounds. Yeah, worry about yourself. As in, you do you. You know, don't be like, oh, you know, they're going to cheat on me. Because you'll make them cheat. If you're insecure, if you're so needy and so all the time, checking up on them, being like that, yeah, you're going to fuel that. You're going to make it easier. Because they're going to think, she don't trust me anyway, I may as well. She's accusing me of this, so I may as well do it. I may as well, like, do the crime for the time that I'm getting. Like, no. Be content in yourself. Be happy in yourself. And know your self-worth. If somebody does cheat on you, so what? So what? You dodged a bullet. More for them. Lucky escape. Because your self-worth does not get knocked. Because you know that you deserve better. They couldn't give you what you deserved. Doesn't mean that they're not good enough for you. Doesn't mean that you're too good for them. It means their actions are not acceptable. Their behaviour is not acceptable. Their outlook on life, on what is right and wrong, what is a respectful, dignified way to treat another human is skewed. They do not understand. They will not understand because they choose not to behave in a respectful and positive manner. Jack says, Bartha, make sure you know the person really well before you take things seriously. You need to decide to date or even marry somebody. Yeah, you need to know them inside and out. And that can only happen by seeing how they respond in different situations. You know, will they put their friends before you? If they put their friends before you, I see that in two different ways, right? They will easily ditch the person for the flavour of the month. So they'll say, here's my best friend. Don't want to see him, I'd rather see you. Okay, are you being nice? Are you putting me before your friends? Because I mean so much to you. Or do you just want to get laid? Do you have no dedication to your friends that as soon as the girl comes on, you'll ditch them? And then you'll be like, I'm busy today, sorry guys. Or do you actually say, I'm making time for my friends, I'm making time for my girlfriend, I am being fair to the people that I love and want to spend time with in my life? You know? No. If you can chuck your friends for a girl, if a girl can chuck her friends for a guy, they're going to chuck you for the next flavour of the month, the next best thing, as soon as someone comes along. No loyalty, guys. Loyalty is key. Trust is key. If it's not there, it never will be. If somebody is like that, they're always going to be like that. Because they don't have that foundation. They don't have that level of security, understanding and dignity. They do not have humanity to then build upon that with a relationship, with a friendship. They don't have those foundations in place. They haven't been raised that way. They don't believe that. They think, oh yeah, you know, I'll do this, and then when I want to go back to that person, they'll be there for me. Wake up. If you take that person back, you need your head sorted. Justin says, a partner in life is a best friend, a lover who wants to spend the rest of their lives together, treating each other with the same respect that you demand, without question. 100%, that has summarised everything right there. Oh my God, Justin, you've just owned that. Exactly what I think and feel, guys. Exactly, to a T. Saeed says, can you help me to increase my biceps? Yes. Don't be a wanker. As you're going to get uneven biceps. No, I'm joking, guys. Yes, biceps. Obviously, dumbbells, free weights are going to be a really good way to do that. If your arms are quite weak to start with a compound movement. Start with a machine. Cables are always helpful if you go to a gym. That will help you to build up your stability and control. Free weights are going to get you the best results. Supersets, you know, that's always going to help. You want to look at the opposing muscles that are going to support that. But ultimately, lift things. Lift weights, guys. If it's something as simple as doing some housework, you know, that's going to help your biceps. Pick your kids up. You know, lift them above your head. Get the pump on. Anything that you feel the burn, you're going to get them biceps moving. Put the muscle under tension. Amit says, cheaters don't think cheating is wrong until they get cheated on. Oh, I think cheaters know it's wrong. But they think, I'm getting something out of it. I'm getting attention. I'm getting sex from somebody else. I'm getting, you know, that little bit of excitement, electricity. I feel good about this. I enjoy this feeling. That's what cheaters feel. They know what they're doing isn't right. And they know if somebody did the exact same thing to them, they'd be fucking horrified. That's the whole thing. They would turn round if a girl or a guy had the same thing that they were doing right now to other people, if they had that done to them, they would absolutely give them hell. How dare you do that to me? You know, they would scream, they would throw things, they would go into a monstrous rage because they would be so hurt that they could not get over that because they know what they're doing is wrong and they do not want to be wronged. Because they know wrong feels bad. Wrong is hurting people. Wrong is damaging people. But they will happily do that to others because it benefits them. They get what they want out of it, and they don't care about other people. But as soon as the tables turn, as soon as they get a taste of their own medicine, as soon as karma comes back around and bites them on the arse, they feel so hurt from it. And they will then continue to hurt others because hate breeds hate. And you need to rise above that. Michael says, fly to America, go work for me. Thank you, Michael. Amit says, I would prefer to even fail with honour than win by cheating. Amit, 100% every time. You are responsible for you. You live your life with what you see as goodness. You know, there's no right or wrong for things in life. You can't be the best person in the world. You can't be the most prettiest, most successful. You can strive to do that. Nobody will ever be that, you know. But at the same time, you can be the person that lives by morals, that lives with respect, honesty, decency, and treats others the way that you want to be treated. If you want to be treated like a bag of shit, you treat others like a bag of shit. Never expect to ever have anything different. Never expect otherwise. Because what you serve is what you deserve. Every time without fail. Scott says, I honestly wish all women have your way of thinking. It's years of being treated like shit. And, you know, I was a victim of domestic abuse for a very long time. I didn't know I was a victim. I see victims as somebody crying in a corner, a shivering wreck. That's a victim. I thought I was just a normal partner in a relationship. No, God. I've had my eyes open, guys. I've seen what you should and shouldn't do. Men and women. Women can be absolute cunts. Absolutely. Worse so than men. Worse so. Everyone is individual. You never think that they are not capable of murder. Never think that. Because unless the chips are down, unless they have thrown themselves in front of a bullet for you and proven their worth, don't think the worth is already there. Don't think that they're just going to have that in them to be that way for you, that they're going to have your back day and night. Because I guarantee if they were open with you, 100%, you wouldn't be together. But you need to think, what would you put up with? Would you put up with 80% trust? Would you put up with 30% trust? Would you put up with 10% trust and think that you can build that? Or do you think it's all or nothing? Because I've never found all. I've never found that 100%. Does it exist? Will it ever exist? Is trust in your mind, or is it actually something you can feel? Is it that thing that makes you know? Is it that warmth in your heart? That feeling of contentment in your stomach? Not the knots, not the sleepless nights, not the worry, not the tears that come from them hurting you over and over. Is trust that feeling of elevation, of being able to breathe, being able to sleep soundly, knowing that you have got someone that will ride or die with you, you know? I don't think I've ever found that. Ever. Never. Will I ever find that? Does it exist? But do you know what? I'm happy being me, doing me, living my life of what makes me smile. And in the meantime, if someone comes into my life that I can actually feel that with, that I can trust, that I can have contentment with, that's fine. You know, I'm open to that. If I don't, I ain't gonna waste no sleep on someone. I'm not gonna chase somebody. I'm not gonna think that a married man's gonna leave his wife for me. I'm not gonna think that someone in an unhappy relationship is gonna be happy with me. No, God no. You can be fed all the bullshit in the world, all the flowers that every florist ever sold. Ain't gonna make it right. You can't paper over cracks. Once a person has done that, they've done that. And yeah, people grow up, people make mistakes, yeah, blah, blah, blah. They treat others horrible. They cheat on other people. Don't mean they're going to cheat on you, does it? Of course they're going to bloody cheat on you. Of course they're going to do that. If they are capable of treating another human being with such disrespect, anger, and just disgust, they are capable of doing that to you. Might not do it ever, you know, but they're capable. Can you live knowing that somebody is capable of that? They've already done that. Justin says, trust is contentment. Look for that. Michael says, I was about to go in the shower for work, but I listened to what you just said, and yes, it exists. I've had it for the last 11 years. I will have it till I die with my wife. Michael, oh, you've won the lottery there. You've absolutely cracked it. You have what some people will never ever find. That is so precious. You are so blessed, both of you. Hold on to it, cherish it. Keep it alive for the rest of forever. That is just the most amazing thing. And I hope, Michael, that I can one day find somebody that makes me feel how you feel about your wife. I hope that. And guys out there, you probably will find that. You may not. You know, it's one of those things. You just have to live open. You have to be honest with people. You have to treat people how you want to be treated. And then, you know, how that comes back on you, good karma, it will be there. It will be there. It's what you are putting it into the world. So, yeah, sorry for the rant, guys. I just wanted to see how you view trust and cheating. Trust even, not trust. Thankfully, my router hasn't kicked off. Whoop-de-doo. I'm now going to spend a lovely day with my darling children. And I'm going to wish you all a very happy Monday. I hope that, you know, having this discussion has made some things a little bit clearer in your life. I hope you'll take it away with you. I hope you will continue to add your thoughts and feelings to this comment. Even after the video is finished, I will still read through them and try my best to reply to you all, my darlings. So I'm wishing you all a very lovely Monday. I hope you have a wonderful start to the week. Thank you for all of your love. I will see you all soon.